Okay, okay. I think we're good now. Incredibly hard to tell. There we are. All right, everybody, welcome. Let's see. Just getting everything sorted so I know everything's in the right place. Bumping that audio down. All right. So we're finally back at it. Gone for a while, and we're back. It feels good. Feels real good. Okay. Definitely free to play. Have not spent one bit of money on this account. Now, I have paid on my main account, but this Solely Voids account is 100% unpaid for. Thanks for stopping in, Tim. Okay. So it's been a while since we updated everybody. We had a sabbatical. I got married. Yeah, and during that time, we also went on a honeymoon to Tennessee, United States, Gatlinburg. First to pay. Hey, nothing wrong with that if that's what makes you happy. But anyway, so we have kind of been up to some different stuff. Totally, you can see the roster. So we only use Void champions here, with the exception of some Curse City champions where we have to use them. So there are some stages in the Curse City where, you know, it's like magic champions only. We deviate from Solely Voids for those missions. So yeah, so this is what we're working with. We won Queen of Hearts in a event. Con, we got an event. We got Lady Noelle from the Fusion, 24 December. Same as Sir Nick. Vizix is a freebie. Otherwise, we pulled a Incensa, Nekret, Shuzan, and a Togren. All within about a year, where the account's slightly less than a year and a half old. Yeah. So we've had pretty good shot at it. And we're hoping we add another one to the roster today, because we're going to be pulling shards here in a little bit. I'm going to give it a little bit more time, see if I can get champions filtered in. So, but otherwise, I mean, we're pretty far into the game. I mean, Iron Twins, I don't have my keys, but we have a stage 15 team, farms it pretty steadily. And in fact, we're going to look at a couple different teams today because the Void Fusion's coming up, so we're going to want to make sure we're prepared for that. Then, checking this out. This does Stage 6 pretty reliably. It can do Stage 7. Stage 8 is just an absolute no-go for Fire Knight Hard. Last time I went on here, this was roughly what I was doing anyway. Yeah, just ally attack it down with heal reduction, which is pretty solid. In fact, thank you. Hey, appreciate that. It was a great time. I probably should have prepped some pictures or something to have up here, but maybe for the next video. I put out videos Tuesdays and Thursdays. Otherwise, we're going to talk about Shogun Grove and Sand Devil's Necropolis. I think I'm crazy close to having those actually just straight up completed with only void champions. So everything on this page would be only voids. Yeah, we can see a run right now. I've been kind of farming it in the side. We can try stage 7. I know it does stage 6 like pretty much 100%. So I'll do a run for you so you can check it out. Yeah, so we just kind of let them all do their own thing. We have actually Nekret is wildly insane in this team, but obviously so is Queen of Hearts because it just is turn meter boost. You're gonna see a really weird interaction on the boss right off the bat. It's gonna lose like a crazy amount of its health pretty much immediately, and it's because of what do they call the little parts on a relic? Like I have like a relic that is like destroys HP based on how many like critical hits it has, and it like kind of wastes away some of the health right off the bat, which is pretty cool. So we're still quite a ways from Marius and Ramontu, but we're making good progress. So it's pretty straightforward. Once you get to the boss, we turn off, it's just like as much multi-hitters as we can, and we just take the hits. Because for whatever reason, I feel like shields massively mitigate the damage that the Fire Knight brings on us, or like hits us with. I couldn't tell you what or why, but it feels like it does. Like it doesn't destroy as much max HP, which is the problem as I get to the higher levels, is like the HP gets destroyed and to the point where they die when they get hit. But so if we can just get through this wave, you can see all the goods. Mithrala is super clutch, putting petrification on everybody, but Queen of Hearts also CC and putting True Fear out, keeps us alive. Then we're at the boss. So we let them do their own thing in the previous wave, so we don't always have the ally attack up. But ultimately what it comes down to is we are just trying to knock the shield down. Okay, so we're going to take a hit here. Okay. We just try to knock the shield down with ally attacks, and then we try to have the heal reduction up. Okay, and see, I don't know what it is. It must be a bug. I don't know if it's a visual bug or a real one, but there's a bug. You can see all that HP is lost. Yeah, so I have both of them on my main account, which I hardly even play anymore. I mostly play this just because I have a series. There's like 130 episodes if you ever are interested. But, yeah, I think we'll be able to get Ramontu. I'm very concerned with the changes in Tag Team Arena. I think that's going to allow me to get where I want to go with that, but I am very concerned about the Marius message, the Cursed City. I just don't know if we'll ever actually be able to beat us with just void champions. I mean, we'll see. We might have a lucky rotation where we're going to be able to do it. But yeah, as you can see, all we do is we really mostly care about heal reduction, so it just can't heal back up. And then for the most part, if we have shields out there, we can tank a hit. And then actually the poisons do pretty good work. You can see he gets chunked down pretty regularly. So it's a pretty valid strategy. I haven't seen it really do really positive, work on anything higher than 7. It's done okay on 7. We probably just need to get a lot faster, honestly, but I have some work to do in the Great Hall that we can try to boost these up here. But yeah, Nekret as an ally, attacker, and protector in combination with Queen of Hearts, ally attacking also, really just kind of shreds it. It's pretty nice. Yep, and then we just use Cold Heart for the A1 plus the Heartseeker. Easy peasy. I'll probably keep those. A little HP percent on them. But yeah, the big thing today, though, is it's 2x Voids. So on a Voids only account, this is like Christmas come early. So I'm going to wait just a little bit longer, see if we can get anybody else in here. Last time I did this, I had about 14 people, but I also did it in the middle of the day. Middle of the day, my time. Because I think, I'm not 100% sure, I think most of the people who view this series have been actually in Europe, believe it or not. So, which, shout out to everybody who has ever been able to make it. So, here's some things that I've been doing while I was gone. I played casually, kind of did some things. I got all the way to stage 24 of Sand Devil's Necropolis with a Daywalker solo. And we have some work we can still do on this. I think that this is going to be stage 25. Probably by the end of the summer. It's going to take a lot. The problem is stage 24 is not 100%. Stage 23 is about as close to 100% as we can. The biggest thing that we did is we finally got another relic. Where are you, buddy? Where are you? Right here. Okay, so Daywalker. We went and we got a couple extra really good pieces for him because he just needs HP and speed, really. That's it. And so we went and we got this relic, and so we just need to try to get this to 5-star, so we can get the extra HP here once we get it to 15. And then, yeah, I mean, the Daywalker is, hey, how's it going? Yeah, I think that this is incredible. This is not my idea, though. This is Tracks on Sunday, if anybody's familiar with him. He came up with the original idea with this, but I don't know if he's gotten it to stage 24 or not. And so I am really, really close to getting it. And then we still have more stars, and actually that's what I'm working on right now in my Great Hall bonus, because I want to get to stage 25 real bad. We're at +9 here, and then I'm going to move on into HP. And I think just between those two, that'll get me to stage 25. And then if not, I can dip into defense and then ignore defense to try to speed the run up. I guess I could also, I mean, I don't know if I really need anything else more than that. And I'm going to do the same thing for Fire Knight's Castle. We just have the speed right now, just trying to get teams to work, even if they're a little bit slow. But we spend a lot of, we get our 5 wins basically every day in Live Arena. Just trying to do that. So, and then actually the thing that I spent the most time on, I used to have a ton of silver, but just this last couple days, I went and I got a Shogun's Grove. This is stage 25, all rares. Most people kind of know of a team like this already. I'll put it to work here. Now it does randomly, thank you, appreciate it. This does randomly fail, but it's just speed tuned, and since he is got a 5-star, him hitting the boss really isn't a big deal, because it's like sometimes it's only plus a couple to his shade counter. But then we're working on getting the second Cold Heart leveled up, because the other one is built intentionally to try to be crazy fast. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. So if you're out there and you've like what you see, I put out episodes 3 days a week. And hey, how's it going, Data? But then, yeah, I put out episodes like 3 days a week, and so this is the kind of stuff we work on. Solely Voids. We use a lot of rares, a lot of epics. Data, I don't know if you know, if you missed it when I was just going over it, but I got a stage 5, fairly reliable. It does occasionally randomly fail. I couldn't tell you why. But then I got my stage 24 Sand Devil, not 100%. Stage 23 is 100, but we got a lot of room to grow in there. I've been checking this dang thing every single day. I pulled all my shards here, or my soul stones, in the last event because I wanted some more relic material, and also just trying to get freaking Daywalker, an extra Cold Heart and Paragon. I got none of them. I got almost nothing. So, yeah. So that's kind of been the big stuff that I've been working on. I don't plan on being on for a ton today. Maybe like another hour or so. But what I want to do is I want to rip these shards. And I guarantee I'm getting a legendary because our clan finally got to the point where we have... Where are you? I'm panicking. Okay, here we go. I have Lamasu. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and so we got Lamasu, and I've actually been hanging on to this for about 2 weeks. I just knew I wasn't going to be able to build or nothing while I was gone on vacation. But now I'm back for like a couple months where I can play a lot. So I might try to do this a little bit more frequently for the next couple months until work starts back up for me. So should I start with Lamasu or should I end with it so I know I get a legendary at the end? That's a big question. That is indeed the big question. Okay. And then additionally, we have a Void Fusion coming up. I'm seeing if I can get this prepped and ready to go for at the end. Okay, I'll do it at the end. I kind of figured, but you never know. I do also want to go over this new Void Fusion kit. I think he has the potential to be pretty good. He also has the potential to be completely terrible. I am going to need to figure out how to get this up on the screen. But there is, yeah, the new fusion here is Titus Blackbane. Let's see if I can mess with this. This is going to be really sketchy, guys, okay? I'm going to try to do this. This is going to be... I'm doing this on the fly, so stay with me here. Okay, we're doing this. We'll keep that up. We're going to try to add... It's probably just going to look a little sketch for a little bit here. That's all right. Okay, I think I have this up. Okay. I have my iPad on the left because I actually don't have two monitors, so I need to see just real quick if it popped up on my screen or not. That's how I read the chat. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so this is the new guy. I think he is going to be pretty sweet. Pretty sweet indeed. So, Titus Blackbane. So, A1 has 40% chance of a block active skill debuff for 2 turns. This effect cannot be resisted if he has a shield. Whenever an ally counterattacks, teams up with an ally to attack, or instantly activates a skill, also has a 40% chance of placing a block active skills for 2 turns. So, I mean, for my specific account, I think this potentially could be crazy because I have Nekret who ally attacks, and as well as Queen of Hearts. So that could be particularly good. And then attacks one enemy. It's always critical if he has a shield. Removes all debuffs from all allies if a target is killed. And if the target survives, places a provoke debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. It can't be resisted again if he has a shield. I mean, AoE 100% irresistible provoke potentially could be really good. And a cleanse if he kills somebody squishy. Now here's where I think he could be a little bit weird is that A3 puts an ally protect, increase attack, and increase speed buff on a champion. And then 40% turn meter, which is a lot. That is almost a guaranteed turn. The problem is that is some really weird combination with his A2. If you try to ally protect, plus maybe build him for damage, it's just awkward. I also think that you can... I think that it's possible that you can guarantee that those 2 things are irresistible by putting a Blood Shield accessory on him. So I think he might be pretty easy to build because of that. But at the same time, I have absolutely no clue. But either way, for a Void-only account, it's going to be sweet. The worst case scenario is he's a super unique champion that I'll get to play with. I don't know how great he's going to be on a regular account, but at the same time, man, his A2 is not too... I mean, it's different. It's not as good, but it's not too dissimilar from a Shuzen instant turn. 40% turn meter when everybody's already starting out pretty high. And an increased speed, like... And if they don't get to go, you're protecting them still. Like, I think there's a lot of potential there. Could be solid in live arena. If he's fast, could be super good. Okay. Is there anything else anybody wants to see before we maybe dip into these shards a little bit? Before we dip into the shards, I'm going to talk about what I'm looking for the most part. But, you know, that's why you're all here, right? It's the shards. Like a team. I could run a team. Faction Wars is all done. We got Lydia. We have been able to do a couple hard mode stages finally. Where are they? It's Banner Lords of all the things, because actually Quintus just melts through all the waves. And then who is the other one? Oh, Sacred Order, because Lady Noelle and Sir Nick just... That combination is so good. And Orcs actually... Khan just slaps through those waves pretty good. He's hard to kill. Especially when I have the relic on him. Thanks for everybody who's stopped in. If you haven't already, hit like. Feel free to comment or ask me any questions. Pretty open book here. We're going to open shards here very soon. Well, you know, this is a good place to try to you know, spend a little time if you're trying to sleep. It's not even like 6 o'clock my time, so... But I can relate. Last night I did not sleep very well. It's just a lot of traveling on the road and don't necessarily do that. Ready to come on home. Yeah, I appreciate it. This is actually the only second time I've done exactly this. Most of the time it's just like pre-recorded videos 3 days a week. So really appreciate the kind words. If you're interested in seeing kind of what the series looks like, I have a whole playlist with all the episodes from this, so you can see this from day one. I'm not going to lie, the audio, video, and all that stuff is pretty bad at the beginning, but it gets a lot better as we go. I've improved this quite a bit, I feel like. Oh no, that's not good. Nobody likes hitting Mercy, especially on the Voids. Like, you can deal with it in all the other ones, but the Voids are the ones you want to avoid, I guess. This account has been extremely lucky, I feel like. We've hit jackpot a lot. Yeah, I mean, I'm only 19 into Mercy, or 29 into Mercy, because last 2x I hit Necrat, like, in my second shard. So we have a decent chance, as always. Okay, let's talk about what... Oh, one last thing, if anybody doesn't mind telling me, is the music... I have some music playing, I just don't know how well, like, is it too loud? Is it too quiet? I'm just not really sure. So if somebody wants to tell me if those are any good, and then I will... Because that's always the hardest thing for me to gauge. Otherwise, I'm going to start talking about what I want to get. As far as epics go, there's still, like, some of the best epics that are Void legendaries we still have not gotten yet. So, probably the most wanted one for me is actually a Skrank. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Our burner situation is pretty bad. It's only Frenzy. And Frenzy is fine. But... I mean, we could really use a Skrank. He's probably my highest on my priority list. But then otherwise, like, there's, like, a Maneater. I mean, our clan boss team, 2 keys, Ultra Nightmare. But I still wouldn't mind trying to dabble with an unkillable using my, using a Maneater if we can. All right. And then, but then also, so Maneater is one of them. Actually, where are you at? Where's the Orcs? Okay, Orcs, we don't have a seer yet. We also, I would like a, I don't know if I would even use them that much, but I think like a Gembo would be pretty sweet. I mean, we do have a Demitha. We just recently got her in the last one. She's pretty cool. But I think a Gala, a Runekeeper. Honestly, I'm really open to whatever we can get epic-wise. I think I have every rare, if I'm not mistaken. We don't have to check, but I'm pretty confident I have every rare. Okay. I think this is as much as we've had in here today. So I think we're just going to go ahead and do this. You guys ready? All right. Wish me luck. Let's go. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Let's get the Lux going. Okay. I think we got to single pull these. All right. What do we got? Something good. Okay. Rare right off the bat. Seducer, really not that bad. He's okay. Not what we're looking for. What's really too bad is he would actually be amazing in this kind. If that Temptress was also a void as well, then he would have been super good actually earlier in the early game. Okay, but we're past needing him. Okay, Reliquary Tender, we've pulled a million of her, so good also, but not great. Not what we're looking for. So we're 2 rares in. Okay, epic, what do we got? Let's go. Let's go. This is a big one. I do not have her, and she is exactly what I want. Let's go. That's a huge rip right off the bat. Okay, so Whisper has 50% chance of a 25% weaken debuff. And then attacks one enemy, 50% increase attack and increase crit rate on this champion for 2 turns. And will ignore defense if the target's under a weaken. And then attacks one enemy 2 times, grants an extra turn if they're under decreased defense and weaken. She absolutely, if you're uninformed, she absolutely shreds bosses. And then has a 10% chance of gaining an extra turn whenever this champion lands a critical hit. Increases the damage inflicted by bosses by 20%. That's a big one. So actually, in the faction, in the Knights Rev faction, I don't have a good damage dealer, so she might help me get into hard mode here. And to me, I think she's cool looking. Like Voids only, we do a lot of purple stuff. She fits the aesthetic real nice. Okay, big W right off the bat. Can't go wrong from here. I also wish I'd get a Terrace and Marichka. Okay, Paragon may end up being a book for my other Paragon. Not sure. That's the thing, is when I was early on in this, I ended up saving a lot of these. This is actually a bomb champion. It's a bit of an interesting one. I've never actually gone to use it because it only books to 4 turn. It's 1 bomb. I mean, she's just bad. Interesting, but bad. Okay, come on. Give me more epics. Daywalker. This one will probably end up being a book because I don't want to put books into Daywalker really that bad because they're mostly useless. But his A1 does book just damage, and I could use a little extra damage. So he'll probably just end up being a book for my other Daywalker. Try to minimally maybe speed my run up by 10 seconds. All right. So we've gotten 1 epic so far. Marichka's sick. I have a Marichka in my main, but I don't have the Taras. Oxes, I've never really built an Ox up. I have a good soul for him, but I'm pretty sure we looked him up once and he slaps fairly hard. Okay. A Godseeker. I actually desperately need a Godseeker. That would make my Sand Devil situation probably significantly better than trying to Daywalker him up. Okay. So we are going to do a 10 pop. We're going to do 1 10 pop. Do we do it at 30, at 20, or do we do it at 10? We haven't got anything besides the Whisper. We got 1 Whisper. That was it. When do we do that 10 pop? $30, 20, or 10? All right, let's see what we got so far here. Do it at 10? I'll do it at 10. Okay. I really don't need these things at all. These coins, but the relic material would be good. Okay. Alright, so we're going to keep we're single popping them then. We're single popping them to 10, unless somebody says something otherwise. Okay, Bellower, great, but I have, I pulled Bellower way too late. I think I didn't get my first Bellower until the last 2x. So, unfortunately, he's no bueno for us. Okay, so we're 11 shards in, and we've only got 1 epic so far. So that must mean they're saving us a legendary. Come on now. Be nice to us. After all of this. All this hype. Interceptor. I'm not... This actually... This might be a first. I'm not sure I pulled an interceptor yet. Kind of terrible, but probably early game is totally useful. We're looking for Godseeker, Seer. At this point, I just kind of want some epics because we have 14 shards. 1 epic is what we're at right now, so we're getting worked. Come on. Ox City today. Come on. Okay, here we go. Okay, Light Sworn is cool. I don't have a Light Sworn. I've actually considered using him for Sand Devil. I don't have him, but he was somebody that I was considering using for Sand Devil just because of this. Just, I don't know if the 4-turn cooldown is, unless I get him going crazy fast. And then also it'd be a very specific speed tune, and I'm not super into that, if I'm going to be honest. Especially when the Sand Devil puts out decreased speed. But overall, pretty cool champion. Triple hitter, decreases turn meter, decrease attack, decrease speed. I could have started the account with him, but I couldn't get the referral code to work, so pretty good. There's a Sand Devil team with him. Yeah, I would just need to sit and figure it out. So that's an option if we can't get the other one. Other one does food also, but it's also 15-minute runs, so we're definitely looking to increase that. I accidentally 5-starred a dagger over the weekend trying to level up all these different things. Most of these dwarfs are... Oh, with Maneater. Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. So far, I mean, I like the Whisper, but so far, not so good. If you saw my most recent videos of me ranking these, he's up on there, of rares that we've used. Rough session so far. We are approaching the halfway mark. Well, we're basically at halfway. This is the fusion from the most recent thing. He looks incredibly bland. Incredibly bland. But we got a couple of him, so we're not looking for him. Nope. Come on. Starting to get worried here. Bad vibes already. Bad vibes. Don't like that. Okay, another Cold Heart is good. I'm not sure. I may build her also to try to get that and take out the... what do you call it? The dwarf that puts a burn in my Phantom Shogun Grove. So I may keep this and have a 3rd Cold Heart built. We'll have to see. I would also have to get another Cold Heart to the high speed Stitch Beast MVP of Faction Wars Hard or Faction Wars Normal for this. If you need to beat the final boss in stage 21, Stitch Beast is amazing for that. Whew. Okay. So 2 epics. Oh, legendary. Oh, let's go. We are so freaking lucky, guys. It's like 3 straight 2X's with a legendary. A Surga's cool. That's brand new. I've never had an Surga. I was actually just thinking about how that is a cool one. Okay, let's read the kit. You know you're getting a legendary when you have bad rates right off the bat. Oh, okay, let's take a peek. A1, 45, books up to 50, 60% of a block active skills. Oh, okay, we got a lot of debuffs here. Okay, attacks all enemies. Places 25% decrease crit damage. Debuff. A 50% decrease attack debuff. Oh, okay. So, let me reread this. I'm bad at this. I glance and I don't read. She's great. One more legendary. Yeah, I know. She's a carry. Okay, cool. Okay, attacks all enemies. A 25% decreased crit damage debuff and a decreased attack debuff for 2 turns on targets whose attack is higher than their defense. So if they're attack based, they're going to decrease crit damage, decrease attack. Okay. Okay, places a decreased speed and a decreased defense on champions whose attack is equal to or lower than their defense. That's cool. That's a cool ability. That bucks down to 3 turns also. Okay. And then here, 50% ally protection and on all allies except for this for 3 turns. Wow. And a 50% strengthen for 3 turns. She seems like a hard carry, okay? And then decreases the damage to all allies receive from critical hits by 30%. This champion will receive that instead. Okay. Cool. So here's what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking with her. I'm mostly arena focused when I'm thinking about her. And I would like to pull up one of my tag team arena teams. Dungeons. Okay, so like, you think she fits in this team here somewhere? This might go second team. So the only thing that Sabbatha does bring is a little bit of a heal and a bit of a revive. But she might fit in this team pretty well. Necrat to protect Khan. You know. But I think her in combination with Yakarl, that might get me into Faction Wars hard for a little bit. Which is good. That's what we're looking for. That's a rip. Guys, this account is blessed beyond belief. It's crazy. I'm going to run out of legendary books. Actually, probably not. Let's see. How do I even check that? Fire, dude. We're just... this... unreal. 27 now, I'll be good. But I still have to level my Lydia up. And we're going to hit another gold. Whew. There it was. It was worth it. It was worth all the misery. We've hit 2 epics and then a legendary. And we got 4 more shards before we do our 10 pop. And we know we're getting another legendary. Avoid legendary, actually. Okay, let's do another one. Was it too greedy for me to think, like, just back-to-back it, you know? Okay, we're probably pretty close to that epic Mercy. Okay, another Cold Heart. I like that. That Cold Heart will be a book for one of the other Cold Hearts. Yeah, one more. I do not think it's too... Okay, here's our epic. Ooh, yes! Gembo. Gembo's clutch. We don't have a Gembo yet. A1 steals any increased attack buffs. Also has 30% chance of stealing one other one. And the increased attack one can't be resisted. AoE, 80% chance of decreasing all durations by 1 buff. And cannot be resisted on critical hits. That hits really hard also. And then increased crit rate, increased crit damage for 3 turns. Get an extra turn. And then immune to decreased attack and will ignore unkillable. Yeah, Genbo's really sweet. I wish I would have gotten Genbo a lot earlier because he is super, super cool. Okay, for those who are just in here, we just hit gold. We got Nasurga. Okay, this is, we've pulled 18 shards. No, 28 shards. This is my 3rd epic. And then we also hit gold. So we're trying to get 1 more gold. Because we know we're going to get a little bit more here. Okay, single pops were generous enough, I guess. If that's what it is going to take to get legendaries, is single pops, I'm going to only get 1 epic per 10 pop, I'll take it. But this 10 pop here is going to be wild. We're talking legendaries. Okay, ready? Let's go into it. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Epic. Okay, Sylar. I already have Sylar. Okay, come on now. Give me a little bit more than this. Okay. Rowan. Already have a Rowan. Oh, we got gold again! Yes!
We are unreal. We got gold again. Woo! Warlord. I don't know what to tell you guys. Literally unreal. Unreal. Last one. Who told me to do the 10 pop? Mon? Thank you. I know it was all you guys. I'm saying that. Mon told me to do the save for the last 10 pop. He was right. Okay, let's read the kit. Attacks one enemy has a 25% chance at increasing the duration of all debuffs by 1 turn. Places a block debuffs buff on all allies for 1 turn, then places a shield buff on all allies equal to 30% of this champion's max HP, and then heals all allies by 25%. And then the big one, everybody knows this one. It's totally rigged. I'm not arguing this. Attacks all enemies has a 70% or 100% chance to put each target's skills on cooldown, has 30% chance of being fully depleted the target's turn meter. Anybody think that this resistance in all battles aura is awkward on a Warlord? That's crazy. All right, folks, we had 39 shards. We've hit gold twice. We're going to hit gold again here in a second. That's a guarantee. And for those who maybe are new or have never seen this account before, this is a solely Voids account. We only use Void champions. So this is our Super Bowl. And we won the Super Bowl, if you ask me. If this is... Yeah, I know. I totally got rigged. No Marichka and Taras. All right, we're going to have to spend a lot of time in the Minotaur. Okay. 2 legendaries. Okay. Oh, and we got... So that's enough to get quite a bit of these relic materials, which we are definitely wanting. Okay, let's see what... We have not been really participating in this, so I guess I'll take this. I guess it wouldn't hurt for me to try to get 20 more here somewhere. But again, for those people just joining us, free to play, solely Voids account. Yeah, we do pretty good. You know, we got an Iron Twins 25 team. We've got all the dungeons kind of maxed out except for Fire Knight. We ran a run of that earlier. We're only at stage hard 7. Phantom Shogun's Grove, we have a team, but actually we just got a couple extra cold hearts for us to plug in for this spot for damage. Otherwise, we'll have it. And then actually, we didn't get a Godseeker, so we're still rocking Daywalker. We did talk about how we are super, super close to having a Daywalker stage 25 Sand Devil team. So that's where we're at with kind of those. We beat every Doom Tower rotation. We are, and all again, 100% free to play. Voids only. So we just pulled all of our shards. Let's see the highlights of that. The highlights of that are, and I guess for those who are also new, when I say only Voids, that is for basically all content. There is some stuff that is gated behind non-Void champions, and we do build champions for those sakes. But we got lucky. We got an Asurga. Pretty cool champion. Both of these champions I've never had on either of my accounts, so I'm pretty hyped about the Asurga, and I'm pretty hyped about the Warlord also. So both of those are going to get put to some very, very, very serious use. And then... Really, in Shogun? Cool. And then, yeah, and then on top of that, we did get our first Whisper, our first Genbo, and then our first Lightsworn. So we had quite the session. And then additionally, we are going to get a little bit of extra point. I kind of wonder where that's going to put me in that champ chase. Is it really going to take me over the edge? That would give me an extra 150 points, potentially. I have my Lamasu to pull, too. But now I definitely don't have enough books because I haven't booked. I've not booked my Lydia yet, either. Because we got Lydia right before I left for vacay. Is the ring. The ring was all the luck, I guess. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's pull that Lamasu. So, and then with the Void Fusion coming up, I mean, we got a lot of stuff going on here. So let's go ahead and summon her. We have a bunch of these fragments because I'm just saving them for particular events where we can get void champions. Honestly, the most help we need in is realistically Chimera. I feel like I'm way behind a Chimera, but I haven't really spent the time to learn that. Let's get our Lamasu. We've been waiting on her for a while. We got some work to do because I got some epics to build up now. I got some rares that I need to finish building up. I got a lot of work. Crazy. Cannot believe that just happened. I guess I need to be doing this more often. Okay. So what do we need? We need an extra 500. And here's the other thing. Here's the scary thing, folks. I'm probably got a handful of more pulls this weekend that I'll just record on my iPad when I play later, because we are in Doom Tower normal now that we already cleared hard. So we got voids. Should be able to get that by the end of the weekend, right? Because I'll do this in about an hour. So yeah, I'll get one for sure. Okay, so one more void, and then in my... So I got 2 more voids to pull because I'm gonna get this on the same day. So that's crazy. So crazy luck. Crazy luck. I mean, I'm all kitted out in purple. I got my Vikings helmet back there. I was ready to go today. I didn't have any cold ones, but I have grape pop that I like to drink, and I almost brought that on board just for it. But apparently the Dr. Pepper knockoff was good enough for me. All right, let's take a second. Let's actually see what the Shogun, maybe you guys, I kind of hope it fails because it does occasionally fail. But this is my Shogun 25 team. It's like speed tuned. And so like every now and then though, it like just goes out of whack. And I've gone through all of these different champions like a million times and made sure they don't have like turn meter increasing stuff. But this is what I worked on over the weekend, was trying to get this team sorted out. I mean, it's like the same as all those, is it a Graybeard? Where the guy can't critically hit. It's like the same as all those other teams. The only difference is I don't even know his name, but he's got a 5-star blessing, so when he hits, he doesn't just increase the counter that much. So it's kind of like no big deal. So it is like this. He loses his thing, and then we put him back on, and then everybody else just gets to do. Oh, gemstones and relics. I didn't think about that. I'm not sure how many relics I have on any of these guys. Most of them are like 50. Like the only champion I had leveled up previous to this was Reliquary Tender, because she was like my first Void Shard was a Reliquary Tender. So okay. Because it doesn't happen often. See, like right there, it just happened. So I wonder, maybe I need to check that. Because otherwise, normally, it's good. I would say it beats it more times than not. And of course, I wasn't looking at it. Here, I can see it on my screen now. Yeah, I don't know. He just took his turn ahead of time. So I wonder, do I have a relic? No, I don't even. I have a relic on him, but I don't have any gem. Okay. But yeah, I had a heck of a time getting it to work, and then all of a sudden I changed his speed to like 1 higher than what was on the video, and it worked great. Yeah, no, I appreciate that, because those are the things to check, so this is good for everybody. Steadfast Marshal. That's its name. Okay. Most recent. Is that can't you filter by that? Relics. Okay. I think they mostly all have the same relic because I just wanted HP on them. Yeah, I don't know. Isn't that, but that's okay. Either way, no biggie. But that team had, I mean, I got through the last event using that, and so, or using that team, so it is just every now and then, but that's what the team is kind of looking like. I really do not feel like running the Sand Devil team. It does not always beat 24, but it does regularly beat 23. It's incredibly boring because they last 14, 15 minutes. But for those who haven't seen, I have some great haul work I can do that I've been working on, so I actually think I'm going to be able to get that by the end of the summer. So within a couple months. Whew. All right, so if you guys are me, here's what I got. Here's the predicament I have. Okay, I have these 3 Void Legendaries now in a Voids only account. So I got a Lamasu, I got an Asurga, and I got a Warlord. All great champions. Okay, I also have a Lydia that has a 5-star blessing. Okay, and then I'm going to have the Fusion also. So I only have 27 books. Normally I'm flush on books because we don't get a whole lot of legendaries, but we just had a windfall of them. What's your priority here in booking them? Lydia, Lamasu, Asurga, Warlord, and then the new Fusion. Based on the polls, I kind of feel like the new Fusion's probably lower on that end. Lamasu and Lydia. Yeah, I feel like Lydia, one, she's already built and has a 5-star soul. I won the 5-star soul, by the way. That was a whole thing. Okay. And I have 7 mythical books. I guess I could use as legendary books, but I have not decided if I got it. Once I get a mythical, like, what am I doing with that? Like, part of me wants to use mythicals if I get them, like make it void only with mythicals, but that doesn't feel very solely voids, if you know what I mean. Yeah, let's take a peek at my arena teams. So here are kind of my 3-ish arena teams. I think Ursura fits in this bottom team real well. Now, actually, she might fit over Mithrala better. Now, what I might have to do is split up my Arbiter and my Shuzen and put one in this team and one in this team, because actually my Lady Noelle is not super fast, if I'm going to be honest. So maybe if I split them up, I can try to put, if I put Shuzen up here, but then, I don't know. Have a hard time squeezing these champions. Easily, I think Incensa can come out of this team. So I think we can easily just pluck out Incensa and just go right into probably a Warlord. It's probably the best champion, or actually maybe the Lamasu fits in this team the best. Try to protect my Lady Noelle. Just make her super fast. Because my Lady Noelle is not very fast. She's only 280. This team is not very good. Yeah, I don't know what here, let's put that let's put the Incensa in there. Actually, Incensa is the fastest in that team. Incensa is like 300 speed. Yeah, you're right. So if I can just get my Lamasu like crazy fast, which I might have to do a little bit. I guess I haven't used Lamasu yet. Like, I generally know her kit. I still need a little bit of work on Chimera, so that's great. My Chimera team's, I'm like just short of the top key in Brutal every week. Like, I get 30 million. Okay, and then here, this top one. I mean, okay, I think Nekret Khan is for those who don't know, we can like see the interaction. Their interaction's like crazy good. Khan and Nekret were like meant to go together. So with his passive, he's in bolster, so he puts a shield on him, which is good. But then when somebody attacks Khan, he puts a shield on them equal to 30% of his max HP. And, I still have room to grow. And so, when Khan has a big shield on him, he ignores defense equal to 50% of the difference between those. So that is a crazy big hit sometime. So I just need to protect Khan and protect Netcrit from dying. So I wonder, because my Mithrala is mostly PvE, I wonder if I take Mithrala out, I can put in a Surga, because she's going to protect, and then I still have my increased defense move here in Sabbatha, and still have a heal, and still have a revive. But if I take Mithrala out, I lose a resistance tank that cleanses. That's pretty big. Also puts a shield out. I don't know. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. Yeah, we got some work to do, but that'll be good. That'll be for other videos, I guess. Okay. Wow. I'm still in disbelief. I can't believe that happened. Part of me was like, oh, it'd be cool if I get one, but I know it's not realistic. Because, I literally just got a legendary in the last 2x, so better lucky than good. Okay, so how many more points do we need here? 200? So I wonder if I just maybe I just rip a thing of Ancients so I can get that, and then I can, because I actually think, is it the purple? One of these things actually has Gaze of Damnation. I gotta look that up. One of those has speed on it. So it's probably worth it for me to Gaze of Damnation. Oh, it's not this one. Rare deals 2% more damage per skill activated, stacks up to 10%, and receives 1% less damage. It's not that good. Yeah, because there are voids that would not have been super good. But my pile, the worst one is, by reviews, is Toghren. But Toghren was my first void legendary, and he's really, 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 really good, actually. I think he's super slept on. Hey, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. I'm probably hopping off here in a couple minutes anyway, but okay. All right, back to the grind now, because we got to go get souls for all these champions. We got to get masteries. I guess the champ training event we're probably going to go pretty hard on for the next fusion. But hey, it was good popping in, everybody. Hopefully the next two voids are going to be good for us. Hopefully your void pulls were good for you over this weekend. Otherwise, I do have a video out tomorrow. It was pre-recorded from over a week ago. So it stinks that it is talking about void legendaries and the best ones that I've had. So either way, it should be helpful. But I think I'm going to call it quits there. I really appreciate everybody stopping in. It was a good time. If you haven't already, would really appreciate you guys just liking this so more people can have a peek at it, but also subscribing. And then checking out my playlist of Solely Void so you can see how this account became the way it currently is. But otherwise, that is going to be it. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out, folks.